In this video, I'm going to give you a full Facebook live streaming tutorial listing step-by-step instructions on how you can plan and produce the best Facebook live streams to maximize your social engagement. So now that we got that infomercial style intro done, hello everybody, I am your man, Tim Bach. I hope you're staying beautiful, being productive, and working to accomplish your goals. If you're new here, I am the founder of The Creator Factory, a company that helps social media influencers and businesses of all sizes plan, create, and implement the best value-based content strategies, personally tailored for each and every one of them. Y'all, coming into this, I want to explain to you why I'm making this video. So I recently got a new client, and she is fantastic, amazing lady, but she wanted to really engage with her audience in a way that she hasn't been before. She's been posting some really cool, awesome, like really valuable content pieces, but they're text-based. And I wanted to see what it would be like if she was able to engage with her audience like via video, like face-to-face, and like talk with them. And so I really suggested Facebook Live as a way that she could do it because she has some good following there, but it's also pretty simple and easy, and she can do it herself. So first of all, why do you want to live stream on Facebook? So first and foremost is just the sheer number of users. Facebook claims that there are 2.23 billion active monthly users as of August 2018, y'all, and the list is only growing. Even though they just had that big data dump controversy earlier this year, they don't seem to be really hurting. They missed their mark a little bit, but not significantly. And y'all, if you are trying to reach an audience, there's probably a small segment of who you're trying to reach on Facebook, especially if you're over the age of 25. Another reason for just video in general is that by 2020, it's estimated that 80% of just consumer viewed content on the internet will be via video. So users are really making this trend shift of not wanting to read, and therefore Facebook is seeing that trend and promoting content that is in video form. It's easy to consume, share, and it's really easy to engage with an audience. Also, think of it this way. A lot of Facebook users are using Facebook on their downtime. They spend the whole day typing emails, writing lists, Excel spreadsheets, and texting people. They're tired of reading and writing, y'all. I know you are. So think about it. A commuter coming home on their way from work, maybe they're sitting on the train, sitting on a bus, or whatever it is, they pull out their phone to consume some media, y'all. They're not going to want to read more. They're going to want to watch a video. And if you're there placing your content in video form, you are steps, levels above the competition. Now, the reason I suggest live streaming over other forms of video content is because there's a very low barrier to entry. So with regular video content, it takes complex editing and really good camera work and good music to make a good like taped video. I mean, it's very technical, and it's also like to make something that's going to do well, it's kind of scientific. There's more science behind it as far as tagging and like where to make certain things appear at what time. Now, if you don't have those, it's fine, because if you have a smartphone, you can live stream. It's very easy, and this is exactly why I'm suggesting it to my specific client in this case. So now that you know why live stream and sort of the practical purposes of where to implement it and if it's right for you, what do you do before you can even think about streaming? So first and foremost, you need a public Facebook page. It baffles me. It's kind of a happy smile, not a mean laugh, but I do smile when people come up and they say, Tim, I've been live streaming, but nobody's engaging with me except my followers, the people I'm already friends with. And I'm like, well, are you doing it on a public page? And they're like, no, it's just in my personal private Facebook. I'm like, well, that's the only people who can see it, is your friends and family. So y'all, you need to. It's super easy. Honestly, Google it. I'll try to make a video later on how to make a public page, but honestly, unless a client asks a question about it, I'm probably not going to do a video. So just Google it. It's super simple, and it's free. Now, once you have your public page, there are some really cool features you can do to your live streams before you even get started, like making them. And what I suggest is if you're a brand, try adding a logo or watermark to your videos. It's a setting inside Facebook, super easy to do, and there's also several apps you can get that make adding watermarks really easy. Now, something else you're going to want to look at is turning your phone from vertical to horizontal. So people like to watch long-form video in a horizontal mode. It's how your eyes are meant to see things. You don't see things like this, right? Like your larger field of vision is wide, horizontal. And so it's just a lot more like in our minds, easy for people to view things that are horizontally done. Also part of the reason why IGTV is not doing too well. However, Facebook will prefer you to do it, and it's easier to repurpose your content if you do it horizontally. So you can like post on your website or maybe even download the stream and upload it to YouTube if you'd like to do that. Last but not least, before you even think of making a live stream, research video best practices. So I'll make a video on this coming soon. I definitely will, but try to have good lighting, you know, position your phone in front so you're facing like a window. So there's good light on you. Make sure it's a quiet place, somewhere you won't get distracted. And don't be afraid to invest in some tech. Like a simple $20 tripod and a cheap like, you know, $20, $30 microphone really can help boost the quality of your live streaming. So I say give it a try for a few weeks, a few months, and if you're really enjoying it and getting some engagement, don't be afraid to invest a little bit of money on some low cost but really high impact tech. So once you've decided you're going to live stream on Facebook and you have the basics covered, here's how you plan for your first stream. So first and foremost, what I preach here at the Creator Factory is you have to add value. No matter what, period, end of story. Simplify it, there is this like trifecta of adding value, and it is adding value in 3 key areas. First of all, you have to add informational-based value. So that is the reason why people are clicking on your video. So just like mine was, I'm teaching you guys how to live stream on Facebook, a full tutorial, no steps skipped. Y'all, that is the reason why you clicked. Now, once you click, even if you have the best information, you have to make it entertaining. The difference between teachers you liked in schools and teachers you didn't like in school was they would both provide good information, but one made it entertaining to you, right? So if you want to get people to click, it has to be informative, like based content, some reason that teaches them something for them to click. The reason they will stay watching throughout that entire video is because it's entertaining and it's packaged in an awesome package. But still, those 2 things alone will not yield you long-term followers and growth. Because the third part and the key trifecta to everything is personality. Personality is what is going to drive people from not just viewers, but to long-term followers. And if you're not showing your personality, you're really missing out on a lot of engagement. There were teachers you hated, there were teachers you liked. But the teachers you loved, you knew personally. They hit you on an emotional, a personal level, right? They were informative, entertaining, but they also revealed their inner self to you. And if you're going to want to make that same impact on other people, you've got to show your inner self to them as well. If there's anything you get out of this whole video, remember to add value. Now, before you start streaming, after you plan it and you know what you want to talk about, pre-create a title, description, and tags. Facebook is not an entirely search-based platform like YouTube, you know, where you actually search for like a question and then you get an answer. And it's not an entirely network-based, you know, social network like Instagram is, where you like have to know somebody or have a direct connection to something to be shown or suggested a piece of content. Facebook's like the middle. It's a bit of like searching based on your past interests and who you know. It'll suggest things to you. So if you don't have a good title for people to click, a good description and tags for Facebook to know what it's about and who to suggest it to, it's not going to get any views, or it's not really going to go anywhere. Make sure your title is engaging. Your description gives good detail about what you're featuring in the video. And also, treat your description as a chance where you can add more tags. If you're talking about a specific creator, at them and like put their handle. Or use hashtags that are trending on Facebook so you can be part of those movements and get suggested to people who are engaging in those other types of content. And tags, you should think of these as like conversations or like groups. So if you are a health blogger, then you might want to put health, women's health, food, diet, things like that. They're really broad, and while they're not as specific as Facebook or as really detailed as Instagram hashtags, they are just as valuable. It's also worth knowing that you can add your location, your feeling or mood, and you can also use like Snapchat style filters in the live stream if they coordinate with the topic you're talking about. So once you have all your base stuff set, it's time to go live. So when you're ready, here are the steps to actually go live on Facebook using your good old smartphone. So first tap on Update Status, then select the live video icon, and last but not least, write a description, choose the audience you'd like to share it with, and you can go live. It's as simple as that. Now there are some apps that you can use to get a little more technical and add some more tags to it, but for you beginners, just stick with Facebook. Now, focused on the post-stream viewer. Especially if you're new, do not be ashamed if you're not having a really large viewership when you're actually live. But you have to make sure, though, you're planning your live stream to run as though it was not being live if this is happening. So think of it this way. If you start your stream like, hello, is this working? Are you there? God, is that you? You know, something like that, right? People who are watching it after, you know, it's initially uploaded are not going to click on that video, right? They're going to be like, who's this idiot? What are they doing? But on the other hand, if you started like I started this video where I showed you the value first and foremost and then introduced myself and then, you know, really made you feel special, it's going to work a lot better on that re-upload. The key is you have to demonstrate that value in that first 7 to 8, 10, 15 seconds. Otherwise, nobody in the re-upload is going to watch. Also, when thinking of content to make that adds value, if you run out of ideas, do not just stretch the stream with like nothing. Try doing a Q&A. And even if you don't have current viewers watching at that time, you can sort of make a list of commonly asked questions about the topic that you can go through if you run out of like the core part of your live stream, but you're not to a good length, which is, I would suggest, over 10 minutes and under 20. And there's some studies that show it's around like 15 to 18 minutes, but as long as you're over 10, under 20, you're good. In your live streaming, you need to give time for people to actually get on and watch live. If you're making videos that are not actually meant to be live streams and you're just being lazy and don't want to edit and posting them like live as if they were Facebook Live, Facebook realizes this and they're not going to promote that. So make sure your videos have good content, about 10 minutes plus worth, under 20, and you're really playing the odds of doing well on Facebook. Now the last thing and the most important aside from adding value in your stream is calling for engagement. Facebook will boost or suggest posts to other people based on engagement. So if you don't have a lot of people commenting or liking or engaging with your live stream, Facebook doesn't know that other people would like it and therefore they're not going to promote it as well. So all you gotta simply do is engage. Ask people to comment, ask people to like, ask people to heart, whatever. Example, I tested this like about a year ago. I did like a live stream a day, 5 days a week for like a month. It was like on celebrity entertainment topics solely to test the algorithm. What I found was that when I had that engagement, it was exponentially higher viewership, higher watch time, and higher engagement based on that engagement. So what I would do, I had 6, 7 stories I would cover every day. At the end of each story, I would ask them to let me know what their thoughts were on that story, and if they liked it, to give it a thumbs up, and if they didn't like it, to give an angry face. Either way, it doesn't matter because both count as engagement, and Facebook would share it and promote it with other people. So once you're done with your stream, you're not done with your work, though. There are still a few more steps I would suggest doing. So first and foremost, I'd go back and re-edit your title and description to be more favorable for the post-live audience. So while it's live, I would always include something in your title like, I'm live right now, catch it before it's done, followed by the rest of your title. Something like that. You can keep it more simplified if you have a longer title. But either way, something like that. And then after you're done live, I would take that out. Or even just like, you know, if you put the little red dot in it during when it's live and then you just take that out, whatever. The point being is edit it so it plays better with that post-live audience. And then try to add some more detail to your description, some more, you know, ats, you know, or hashtags to try to really hit the maximum amount of people. I would also suggest editing a thumbnail. Now don't make this be like more than like 2 or 3 minutes of your time because a thumbnail on YouTube does matter. On Facebook, it's a little bit less. What I would do is literally just like where you were sitting on the live stream, just do something with like if you could put like an image in your background on like a screen, or if like a thumbs up or just like a crazy face, right? But in the same framing of how you live streamed, just so it's not too different, but it's just like more catchy than just like whatever like random like face you were when Facebook, you know, took a picture of your actual stream. Last but not least, I would suggest going back and hitting that generate subtitles. Now, a lot of people listen to Facebook when they're not like having their headphones in. Or when you scroll through, you don't hear the sound right away like you do on Instagram. But if you have the little subtitles on the bottom, it will allow them to see what it's about, see that first like really catchy intro before clicking on. And that will really, I assure you, boost the clickage because people, like literally when it's silent, they just see you going like like that's weird, and they're not going to necessarily click right away. So I would just go back and touch up that thumbnail. Last but not least, go through and follow up with your viewers. Facebook is phenomenal, where they give you the option to invite people to like your page that have engaged on your post. It takes like 2 minutes to invite your people, especially when you're beginning. It'll take like seconds. Go and invite them, and even go and leave them a message if they were leaving comments with questions that you couldn't address in the live stream. Go back and message them and show them that you care about them, and they will more likely follow you and show that they care about you. All right, you guys, that's it. But before you go, let me know if you have any fun live streaming stories, or if you have any tips or thoughts I missed, or if you have any questions about Facebook Live. Leave them in the comment section down below, and I assure you, I will try my hardest to get back to you and answer them. If you found this video helpful, give us a good old like, and please subscribe. We're a new channel, although I'm not new to YouTube. This channel is new, so make sure you subscribe and tell a friend. Until next time, I'm your man, Tim Bach, and make sure you, stay beautiful, be productive, and work to accomplish your dreams. Bye-bye.